Hi guys, welcome back to another snapshot video. Good news first, the skin issues have been fixed and I'm back in my squirrel suit. Right, but we have more good news. This snapshot also focused on some Allay improvements. This weekend I made a video testing if Allays are useful for helping the player gathering sand, and in that video we uncovered that there was a big issue that the Allays would lose the player very frequently, which made them in the end not very useful. And good timing, this happened to be fixed in this snapshot. So we're gonna check that out first to see if the Allays now actually stick to the player. My first quick test was already successful, so I ran a couple blocks, mined a little bit of sand, and all 5 Allays that I gathered are still following me. Right, next I'm gonna repeat my test from last weekend. I'm gonna gather sand for 10 minutes, and then in the end we'll see how much I got in those 10 minutes, and if all 5 Allays are still helping me. Alright, so the 10 minutes are over, and this went really well. So the Allays did an outstanding job collecting all the sand I left behind. So check, so here we got 2, 4, 5 Allays. They all are still around me. Sometimes they wander off a little bit, but they all stay really close and don't just get lost like last weekend. Okay, so that's pretty good. And yeah, let's actually count how much sand we got. Seems like I got a lot actually. So I almost filled 5 shulker boxes with sand in 10 minutes, got 8,566 sand in 10 minutes, and this would be around 51,000 sand per hour. We compared with the results of mining without the Allay, which I did last weekend. I got 40,000 per hour, and this is an excellent result. So just by bringing 5 Allays with you, can already increase the efficiency by about 25%. Alright, so I'm really looking forward to what the Allay could be useful for now. But we have some more news. The texture of the sonic boom attack of the Warden has been changed. So I got a couple pics here. It should anger the Warden. Hopefully they will attack soon. There we go. First one. Yeah, definitely looks a bit nicer now. The place feature command has been removed, and instead the place command has been added. So you can use this place command, for example, to add features like an end island. I got the rabbit. Or you can place trees. You can just scroll through the list. There we go. What else could we do? Blue eyes, what does that do? Yeah, sometimes it actually fails to play certain features because there's certain requirements for it. So what's really exciting is so you can do place features and structures as well. For example, we could just get a pillager outpost real quick. Here we go. Generated inside of us. And we have a pillager outpost. In case you got some ocean below, you could get a monument. Let's try that real quick. It's pretty nice. One downside, it doesn't really create a structure where the mobs could spawn as well. I think we have some ocean biome over there. I tried it earlier and got it to work. Maybe the ocean here is not large enough, but I feel like this is good for a monument. I'd say this was definitely a smaller snapshot this week for survival mode. I want to talk about 2 more bug fixes. The first one is about the skulk veins. Now if you have multiple of those in one block, you would now also get multiple items if you mine them. We had a similar issue before with the glow lichen, where you would only get 1 item, which was later fixed, and now you would get up to 6 items. And it's actually surprising this was still not fixed for the normal vines. You can see we only get 1. Or I complained when this was actually fixed for the glow lichen. Yeah, I think a year ago or so, and now it was fixed for the veins, but not for the normal vines. Alright, now let's talk about the other bug fix. I went to the snapshot from last week to show the behavior that was considered as incorrect. So we got a setup where 2 pistons are getting activated in the same tick, and then we got 2 skulk sensors that would give out a redstone signal, which depends on the distance of the object that would activate it. What we can see here, if we press this button, is that the redstone dust line output is different. One is longer than the other. And the reason is, because it happens in the same tick, there had to be some priority involved. So what happened now was that the piston that triggered first in the same tick, which in this case was dependent on the redstone dust update order, would also activate both skulk sensors first. That's why we have the difference in the redstone dust output length, despite both pistons being at the same distance away from the skulk sensor. Right, so this was changed. If 2 things get activated in the same tick, now the closer thing has priority over the one that is further away. So I updated to today's snapshot, and as expected, both redstone dust lines have the same length. I think this behavior is definitely a bit easier or more intuitive to work with, and I definitely approve this change. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye!